Hello and welcome back to Firstsales IO's tutorial series. In this video, we're going to learn about segmentation and why it's important that you master this skill inside of Firstsales. Let's get started. First thing we're going to do is go into contacts, assuming you already have a list of contacts uploaded to Firstsales. We'll go to segments, create a new segment, and we're going to give it a name. Now let's say that in this segment you're looking for CXOs. You want to make sure that you name your segment according to whoever it is you're trying to group right here in this segment from your list of contacts. Inside the segment filters, there are two types of filters. There's an AND filter and an OR filter. The AND filter will say this in addition to that. The OR filter will say this or that. Let me explain to you and let me show you how this works. To begin with, we add an AND block. This will be the base for your segmentation. There are different conditions that you can add. They're all here on the left side. It could be either tags include or exclude. Tags include means whoever is tagged with these specific tags, and you can select the tag here, or whoever is excluded, which means whoever is not tagged with this specific tag. You also have other options here, whether somebody is in a list or not in a list, whether somebody has a status of active, cold, warm, or suspended, whether somebody is already in a segment or not, or whether somebody was already used in a campaign or not. Now you also have time-related conditions, such as any contact that was uploaded before this date and time or after this date and time. And then finally, we have attributes and auto attributes. An attribute can be any attribute that is already added to this contact when you've added this contact to Firstsales. So when you're adding the contact, there is a screen that asks you what are the custom fields, what are the regular fields such as email, first name, and last name, and all that is added as an attribute inside of Firstsales. The auto attributes are attributes that are added automatically to a contact inside of Firstsales after you've already added them. So anything that has to do with MX records and who is the email provider and the source, country, and all these things, this will be automatically added by Firstsales after all the checks are done. You can also segment your contacts using auto attributes in Firstsales. As you can see, absolutely everything about your contact can be used in the segment filters. And this is a very, very powerful feature inside of Firstsales. That means that you can get very, very granular when it comes to segmenting your contacts inside Firstsales to make sure that you are reaching out exactly to the people you want to reach out to, and you are sending them the proper campaign that you meant to send them. Now, there are two types of filters inside of the segmentation here. There was an AND that we already went through. This is the base. And there is an OR case. So let's say that you are looking for CXOs. You're going to say tags include CXO. And let's say you are looking for specifically CXOs in the US. Now you're going to say tags include CXO and tags include US. Now let's say that in this case, you are actually looking for decision makers. Now, decision maker could be a VP of sales, head of sales, could be a coach, could be a entrepreneur, a solopreneur, could be a CXO, right? Could be any number of things. So depending on what you tag them as, or what type of list you have uploaded, you can segment them inside of Firstsales very easily. And you can also distribute them based on the country, based on any other attribute that you want inside of Firstsales using this powerful segmentation tool. So in this case, let's say we want decision makers. It could be a CXO, or in this case, we will use the or. Tags include, let's say, travel agency, for an example. Now, if a contact is tagged as a CXO from the US or travel agency from the US, they will become part of this segment. Now you can see how powerful the segmentation really is. When you click create segment, Firstsales is going to start adding contacts into the segmentation according to the number of contacts you have. Now, this process could take anywhere from 5 minutes to 15 minutes. It all depends on how large your contact list is. Once you go inside here, you'll be able to see which contacts have been added into the segment. As we tag these contacts as CXO and US, they will show up. Now, if we have added any contacts, and we'll say pick a different tag, you save the filter. Now this segmentation is going to remove them because we had tagged them as US and not as India. As you can see, Firstsales removed them right away. We'll put this back so that you can see them coming back. And within a few seconds, they should start showing up here in the segment. Segments are a very, very powerful way to list your prospects and to make sure that you stay organized so that you are sending the right campaigns to the right people inside of Firstsales. Now, that's been all for segments. I hope that now that I've explained this to you, it's become clear why segmentation is such a powerful feature within Firstsales. Remember, as always, if you have any questions about how to use Firstsales or segmentation specifically, you can always reach us here on the chat at the bottom right corner and just come in and say hi. I have this question and we'll be happy to help. Thanks again for sticking around to the end of the video, and I'll see you in the next one.